All right, so thanks for joining my live stream and welcome back to the channel. If you're an existing subscriber, and welcome back if you're a new subscriber, or welcome back to Excel Island in general. Sorry about that. My name is Abatan Sheriffdeen and welcome back to the channel. So on this channel, basically what I've been doing so far is I've been live streaming my learning journey to upskill myself as a data analyst on the Datacamp platform. So far so good. I've actually completed all the lessons in the SQL career track on the Datacamp platform. I also completed two projects and currently I'm trying to get certified so I can attach that with my project, and use it as portfolios and samples when applying for jobs or in the data professions. Do you get it now? So basically, I tried getting certified. The certification was broken down into two steps. The first was the timed exam, and the second part was the practical exam. So if I go to the DataCamp platform, if I show you what the career track looks like, I think I've showed this a couple of times on my channel, on my live stream. You can see the data analysis in SQL track is actually completed. So after completing the 100 days, today is day 95, so I have a couple 5 days more to complete what I plan for the data analysis in SQL career track. And so after the certification, I plan to complete a couple of other projects and also practice on this data Limo website. I plan to come here and start practicing all the SQL challenges there also. We're also building other portfolios. So I'll also be live streaming this. I'll, just to make it fun and share what it looks like to try to upskill, to try to become a data analyst in the real world, as opposed to what other people say, that I can learn data analytics in 3 months and land the job. There are a lot of myths about that, but it depends on how serious you want to be also. So it could happen, but it is very rare for that to happen. So coming back to the data camp, so I've completed the data analysis in SQL career track. So the next is to start the data analysis in Power BI. So I have a couple of 5 more days to complete my goal, my targets, what I planned for my SQL knowledge. Then I'll be starting the data analysis in Power BI also. So look out for that. I'll be doing another 100 days of data analysis in Power BI live streaming, try to learn it. And this time around, it should be easy and very, very easy because I've got my setup complete. I have everything set up. From the experience of the data analyst in SQL, this should be a fun live streaming to also do also. So if I click on that, you can see what that looks like. As he actually completed over 39 hours of lessons with two projects. This was his first project, analyzing student mental health, and actually have it on my craft here. You can see this was the first project, analyzing students mental health. I actually plan to also make this a video and present it very well, so I can also share it with you. This was the first project I completed. The second project was the data analyzing motorcycle part sales, which is part of here also. This is the second project. This is the second project. So I have everything well planned there, so I can easily present it in on my next. It's one of the videos I'll make on the channel and share how I actually did this, present it very well, and so on. So after completing that, the next is the certification part, which I tried to do certification. The first certification I tried was broken down into two steps. Okay, I've registered for another certification, but let me show you what the certification look like. If I click on the data analyst certification, which is this one, if it is data analyst here, I think if you are just completing SQL on Datacamp, it would avoid going for this certification because it believes you are a data science person. Mm. So maybe I'll do a review of what this certification looks like because I actually completed it 2 times. I tried it 2 different times. But it was the second attempt. I actually failed. It was broken into two parts, which is the timed exam. I aced the timed exam. I shared that in one of the live streams. And the second part was the practical exam, which if you make mistake, if you don't pass, there won't be any hints for you to know what you did wrong. And I think I tried to solve it perfectly well to the best of my knowledge. This is it. This grocery store sales food journey. This is the description of the challenge along with the tax. So it contains 4 tasks. The timed exam, I live streamed the timed exam. So if you are looking for what the timed exam looks like, you can find this in 90 days, within the 90 days live stream on the channel. But I also live streamed this when I did this the first time, I think the second time I said I have to do it off live stream. I tried to solve it on my own. And I tried to solve it because there are actually four tasks there. I got the first task correctly, which is this one here. I got the second task was a challenge. I got the third task correctly. This is the third task. Very easy query to write. And the fourth one, very easy to write. Solving the based on the task, look at this thing, based on the question. Probably I will share it. Or if you want me to share, let me know in the comment section if you want me to share this project and the data sets and the question that was asked. So the second part was where it got a little bit interesting and hard because the task was so clean. Given what you know about the data, you need to make sure all the data is clean. The task was to actually clean the data. And I wrote a couple of code for it. I even have two different versions of code I wrote for it. And when I submitted that, it was not accepted. So I decided to leave it and go for another certification entirely. That's why I didn't go for this data analyst associate certification. So right now I'm going for the technology certification, which is the SQL associate certification, I think, which is much more fair because I actually completed SQL learning, the SQL career track on the platform. So it really does make sense for me to go for the SQL certification right now, just to at least have something to prove that I'm good at SQL. So that's why we are here today, trying to do the certification one more time. So we've tried, we have to try again. So this is SQL certification associate SQL. I don't know why they wrote it like that. I wanted to say SQL associate certification. It's kind of a little bit confusing, but you get the drill. So the exam SQL 101 is a 1 hour exam. So I'll be doing that on this live stream. So this exam assess your abilities to use SQL. I think if you just finish learning SQL on a Datacamp platform, I think the best option is to go for this SQL certification. Try to avoid the data analyst certification in general. So go for the SQL certification, which is much more fair and aligned with the lessons you just completed. So he said this exam takes approximately 60 minutes to complete. You must complete the exam in one session. So if I start this exam right now, I have to be here for the next 1 hour. Your progress will not save if you exist. So after passing this, then you move to the exam SQL 501P, which is locked. So let's start this without further ado. Let's start and see what it looks like. So this exam assesses your abilities to use SQL for data management and exploratory analysis. And I think that's what the SQL course, the career track in SQL or a Datacamp platform. This is what it encompasses: data management and exploratory data analysis. So estimated for 2 hours, 35 questions. I think we should be able to finish this in 1 hour. So let's give it a shot and see what it actually looks like. Let's start. Yeah, we are starting. So it has to be time. So the column order date in the table customer orders, store the date when each order was made. Complete the code below. So you store this date where the order was made. So let's extract. Okay. Also extract the order quarter, which is this. Calm down. I want to extract this here. Uh, extract. Oh, come on, think. I think that should be quarter. Then you say from order dates. Order underscore dates. That should be correct. Extract quarter. No, the challenge I'm thinking is maybe I have to put this quarter in quotes, but I doubt. Let me leave it like that and submit. Let me submit that. I need to check that if, just to be sure it's submitting. So I'll just wait for that. The answer was submitted. The column order date in the table customer stores the dates when each order was made. Complete the code below to obtain the quarter of the year. So quarter from order dates. That should be the answer. And that's one of the challenges. It's quite interesting. Okay, quarter. Oh, I made a mistake in the spelling of quarter. What the heck? Sometimes you have to be pretty careful. Just you can see, I just realized I made the mistake spelling quarter. Man, that's not fair. I shouldn't fail the first question, but you guessed it. It has to be. Let me calm down a little bit. Mm, that's quite funny. Let's move to the next question and see. Let's go. Now, I've calmed down. Let's go. Next question. So, you are working at a bank where the deposit made are recorded in table deposits. The amount of each deposit is stored in the column amounts. Create a query to identify the mean amount of each deposit, the total value of the deposit, and the number of deposits made. So create a query to identify the mean. The mean, that should be average, mean and average, median, that should be the average, the mean, I'm going to be the percentile, the total, definitely the sum, then the number of deposits, definitely the count of the amount. Much more after this average amount, then it was down to decimal. Definitely average amounts. Average sum counts. Definitely. And I have to make sure I'm spelling that correctly. So let's see the next question. Oh. The table users contains metadata about the users of your company's website. Each username contains lowercase letters, digits, and some special characters. Create a query to identify all users whose username has the letter P as the second character. Create a query to identify all users whose their username has the letter P. So you have to start with an underscore to represent the first letter. Then after the underscore, the next letter has to be P. Come on, where's P? P. Then any number of characters after P with percentage sign. Funny enough, we have to wrap this in single quotes just to be extra sure. Yeah, this P has to be case sensitive. Small letter P. Just double checking where usernames like first letter any but the second letter has to be P, then number of characters after P. Definitely, let's submit that. Okay, Next question. So the delivery dates column from the sales table was created as a varchar string data type. Complete the statement below to convert the data type from string to date data type. Convert from string to date data type. That should be cast. I think that should be cast. That should be cast. Yeah, that should be cast. Cast delivery dates as this as dates. Pretty sure. Let's see the next question. Okay. So complete the code below to retrieve the month subfield from the column order date. Want to extract, that should be extract. Extract, I have to make sure I spell that correctly. Extract month from order date as other months. Order dates from others. Okay, return the order dates. Extract. EXTRACT. Definitely extract. On the other month, then the other dates. Okay, just double checking. Let's submit that. Let's see that. Moving on to the next question. So you work for a travel agency which stores information about previous customers in a table called holiday clients. Each customer ID number, preferred holiday, and number of previous trips, and the date of their last holiday is stored in the table. Complete the query to view the entries of holiday client for a customer who has had for a customer who have had 4 or 5 previous trips. Hold up, 4 or 5. Hold up. Where number of trips? That should be filtering on where. Where number of trips? I could just use the in clause. The things I'm mentioning in. I could just mention 4, 5. Just to make it simpler. Okay, create a query to view the entries of holiday clients for all customers who have had 4 or 5 previous trips. That should be it. Okay, when number of trips equals to 4 or number of trips equal to 5, we could just use the in clause there just to make it much more simpler. So she will take it on where number of trips in 4 or 5 only. I think that's interesting. That's interesting. Next question. So the column dates from our sales table has the following dates type format DDM. Complete the statement below to extract the quarter from the rows of the column. Extract quarter, that should be extract. I think same answer as the same question as before. Extract quarter. I have to make sure I spell my quarter very well right now because I spelled it wrong the first time. Extract EXTRACT, then quarter QUARTER from date as date q or whatever the alias is, then that should be cool. Limit 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's submit that. Okay, next question. So the table users contain information about user accounts on your company's website. A separate table, new users contain the same information for accounts created in the last 24 hours. Some of these may have been added to the main users table and some may not. Create a query to view the entries in both tables together. Any entries present in both tables should be shown once. Oh, that should be union. Definitely union. But we don't want to union all. If you use union all, it's going to repeat same entry multiple times. So we definitely want to use only union. Select user ID, last name from users. Select user ID, last name from users, order by user ID descending, limit 5. Definitely union. Union. Yeah. I have to make sure I'm spelling that correctly. Okay, let's submit that. Pretty sure that's correct. Pretty sure that is correct. Okay, we are on track. Next question. You work for a company which runs an online gaming service. The table account contains information about each user's name, remaining client, and the account creation. Some players are missing an entry in the created column. Run a query to replace these missing values with 2022-0101 and view the rows. Okay, update account, set created date equals to where, that should be where, definitely where. Oh, where we say where created equals, we say where created equals, then you have to mention this in that. Can I copy this? Oh, I can copy it. Let's type that 2022 01 01. Oh, definitely. Let's see that. Let's submit that. Update account set created equals to 2022-01. Oh, I've done a mistake. Okay, missing. I was supposed to say where created is equal to null is null. Why did I make such a silly mistake? There are missing values there. Yeah, calm down. I have to calm down. That was a silly mistake I did there. Actually, a very, very silly mistake. But we learn and we move. When we are given the SQL table automobile, update the table and replace the missing values with the average in the ith column. Update automobile. Okay, update the table and replace the missing values with the average in the ith column of the automobile. Set height equals to average of the automobile. Set height equals to the average from automobile. Where height, okay, update the table and replace the missing value with the average in the ith column. Where height is null. I say is null. I shouldn't make such mistake the second time. Where height is null. This height column here is null. Update automobile. Set height equals to the average calculation here. Where height is null. Definitely. I shouldn't do such mistake from the previous questions again. See, so you're having the average here. Okay, cool. So the table account has a customer ID, a credit line, and a promo code. Customer ID, credit line, promo code. Create a query to find all of the credit lines with promo codes that starts with a number. Create a query to find all of the credit lines with promo code that starts with a number. Where promo code, what does this mean? Should you say like? Okay, where promo code, that's funny. You say where promo code equals to this, there's something here already. That's a tricky question though. What does this say? There's an asterisk here, there's an asterisk here. That starts with a number. I can't use, what's that? Come on. Okay, so I just quickly guess there, but I don't want to assume. Asterisk, start with a number. Oh, come on. Pay attention to that. So the table customers contains information about the number of customers visiting your company stores each day. The table has three columns: the date day, the store ID, and the number of customers who visited the store that day. Create a query to calculate the average number of customers across all stores on each day. The day, around, average, okay. This will be average there. Let's calculate the average number of customers as main customers from customers where group by, definitely group by, pay attention there. They are group by day, order by day. So for each day, we are grouping by round average number of customers as main customers. I want to make sure I spell this out correctly. GROUP, then group by day. Submit that. Let's see that. So complete the statement below to get the data type of the column date time. Select dash date time as type. Come on. Okay, let's see. That should be data type. Data type close there. Let's see that. So get a list of all records in the books table that have any sales record in the sales table. List of books that have any sales. Get a list of all records in the books table. So let's start from books, which is B, that have any sales. Come on. So let's start from sales, where book ID is equal to where book underscore equal to B dot book ID. where, 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 do you say where, get a list of all records in the books table that have any sales in the sales table. Where S, I can say the sales table is S, that's quite tricky. This is tricky, but straightforward. Trying to figure this out. We're selecting stuff from books B, where sales. Oh, even though you're using the where clause. Mm, where sales equals to from sales. Right, let's move on. So you wish to know the hour of day that each order is delivered. Complete the code below to return the hour part from the delivery dates. Select date parts. That should be hour. That should be hour. Date parts. Also select date parts. Then definitely the hour. Hmm, let's see that. Okay, next question. So complete the statement below to get the data type of the corresponding columns to the database information schema. Select the code to return the output. Select column name, data type from hmm, from is it from the schema. Should be from okay. Okay. So let's do that. So you work for a company which runs an online gaming service. The table account contains information about each user's name, remaining credit, and the account credits. It says some players currently have missing values in the credits column. Credits column. Run a query to replace the missing value with 100. Okay. Set update account. Sets in the credits column. Set credits. You have to set credits equals to 100, where credit is null. Thank you. Is null. Update account. Set credits equals to 100, where credit is null. We shouldn't make the mistake the third time. Where credit is null, definitely. We're almost as getting close to the end of the question. So next question. So write SQL code to show the top 5 books with highest price from the table bookstore. Top 5 books, select book name price from bookstore. Select book name and the price from bookstore. Top 5. So we want to limit here. You're definitely using the limit function here. Limit 5. You can see top 5 books. So write a query to show the top 5 books with the highest price from the table bookstore. Where order by, that should be order by, definitely order by, nowhere. Order by price descending, definitely order by, OR, DER, then the by clause, order by price descending, limit 5. So it's going to show the top 5 descending. Okay, definitely. That was a little bit confusing. It doesn't have, you don't have to use the where clause in that instance. No need for the where clause. So get a list of all records in the books table that have a stock quantity of more than 20 units in the stock table. Imagine, same thing as earlier before. Select book ID from stock. Where, this should be where, let's go in, where quantity is greater than 20. You can see, get a list of all records in the books table, that have stock quantity of more than 20 in the stock table. So where book ID is equal to the book ID from here. Definitely. Where book ID is equal to select book ID from stock, where quantity. So the book ID that will be returned for from the stock table, they have quantity greater than 20, will show us the record of everything. Definitely. 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 Wow, we are in question number 20. Moving forward there. So we are given the SQL table movies. Update the table and replace the missing values from the number 50 in this audience score. Update movies where audience score is equal to 50. Update movies, set audience score. Okay, this should be set audience score to 50 where audience score is null. Definitely, this is set clause there. Update movies, set audience score equals to 50 where audience score is null. Yeah. We are making progress. Just a little bit of stretch over there. Let's submit that. So we are giving the SQL table employee alter the table to apply a constraint on a salary column such that it must be greater than 0. Constraints. Alter table employee add constraints. Add constraints. Mm, oof. So that come on. 9 to 50. Reply maybe check. Maybe check. We have to use the check function there. Ooh. It has to be check. So the best to use is check clause there. So below is a picture showing the schema of two tables that you have, product categories. Okay, this is my key. Which type of join returns all the rows from both tables, even if there is no match in the other table? Even if there's which type of join return all the rows from both tables? It can be inner join, left join, right join. The answer should be full outer join. So below is a picture. This is a picture showing the schema of two tables that you have. It said which type of join returns all the rows from both tables, even if there is no match in the other table. Even if there's no match. So we are using the left join, even if there's no match. So you want to use a left join or a right join. It's return table from the left or right, but inner join is going to have might only return matching records. So outer join should be the answer. Okay, let's see next question. So what is the star schema? So star schema is an official standard to model data in data warehouse. Star schema is a technique to model data with complex relationship. Star schema consists of fact table and multiple dimension table. Star schema organizes and structures data in an row. Star schema, fact table, dim table. So there'll be one fact table in a star schema. There'll be multiple dimensions table. Yeah, that is correct. So in order to normalize a database table to the second normal form, 2NF, which dependency should you remove? In order to normalize a database to the second normal form, which dependency should you remove? Remove transits, remove partial dependency, remove multi-value dependency, remove multi-values attributes. So in a schema relation between the entities, the type of condition of the relation should be specified. What is the term for this type of relationship? Hmm? Between two entities. In a schema between two entities, the type of condition of the relation should be specified. The type we are going to call it recursive, relative, descriptive, derived. Mm. So an e-commerce company needs to store information about employees, including their names, address, phone numbers, and job titles. They want to use tables, columns, and rows to present data in the relationship. Which database schema should they use? That should be star database schema, but an e-commerce company needs to store information about employees, including their names, address, phone numbers, and job titles. Their names, address, phone numbers, and they want to use tables, columns, and rows. Tables, columns, and rows. That should be relational database schema. They want to use tables, columns, and rows to present data and relationships. With database schema. Let's go for star database schema. Relational database. Let's give that a shot. Suppose you are a data engineer for e-commerce company working with the following schema: customer name, address, order, the order ID, and the customer that ordered it. What join would you use to extract only records in the customer table that have matching records in the order table? What join would you use to extract only records from the customer tables that have matching records in the order table? That should definitely be inner join. Let's submit that. Definitely an inner join. So you are designing a database to track the employees of a large organization. You have a department table that lists each department in the organization along with the department's unique ID, name, and the ID of the parent department, if any. So the department have sub-departments which are represented by a child-parent relationship. In the above hierarchical schema table, there's a hierarchical schema table. What is the parent department of the East Coast Sales Department? What is the parent department of the East Coast Sales Department? Parent department. You have the two right here. You have two here. Probably the parent department is sales because the ID of two is there. Or you have ID of two for sales. Oh, did you submit that? Oh, I wasn't even looking at the time there. Multiple choice question. So complete the below statement to obtain standard deviation of sales column. That should be stdev standard deviation from study A. Complete the below statement to obtain the standard deviation of the sales column. Oh, definitely that. Ooh, we are getting close. 5 more questions to go. So next question. Complete the code below to get the correlation coefficients for the relation between total sales and cost column. Correlation coefficient, that should be core. Then the core function. CORR, total sales, cost as correlation coefficient from sales. Ooh, 4 more questions to go. And let's see. So you are working with a table called inventory, which has 3 columns: year, volume, and price. Find the standard deviation of the volume across all years. Standard deviation of the volume across all years. Standard deviation should be stdev. stdev of what? Of volume. Of the volume across all years. Definitely that. stdev all years. VOLUME. Definitely correct. Ooh, I didn't put as column there. Ooh, I did miss. I was supposed to use alias as stdev. stdev. Probably, it's going to return stdev, definitely. Okay. I have to pay attention to the spread output. Oh, we have a table name inventory with 3 columns: year, volume, and price. Calculate the 25th, 50th, and 75th percentile. That should be percentile dix underscore disk. I'll just copy this. That should be given 25th, and that should give you the 25th percentile or 50th percentile, ordered by price as 50th percentile, PER CENTILE underscore DISC. Let's make sure I spelled that correctly, because this is a very pretty simple question to flop. Two more questions to go. So given a table students that contains columns ID, name, and test score, complete the code to only return rows that have no missing values in both name and test score. Let's start from student where name is not null. That's when name. Complete the code to only return rows that have no missing value in both name and test score when name is not null and test score is not null. Definitely. I want two conditions there. When name is not null and test score is not null. Let's submit that. Question number 34. So the table employees shows the age of each person in a company. Calculate the median age of the employees. Oh, median age of the employees. Percentile counts within group. That should be order by age as median. Order by. Now let's see the last question. The last but not the least question. The last but not the least question. Let's see that and see the result. Last question. So you are working with a table called customer, which has to equal ID, tenure, spend. Calculate the average spend per tenure. Average spend per tenure. Select tenure, comma average. This should be average. Easy simple from customers. Average spend by tenure. So we have to group by group GROUP. Group by the tenure column, yeah, tenure, group by tenure ascending. So you are working with a table called customer, which has 3 columns: ID, tenure, and spend. Calculate the average spend. Select tenure average spend as average spend from customer GROUP by TUNURE, definitely order by tenure ascending. Let's submit that and see. Ta-da! Ta-da! Next question, which is there's no next question for the results. Ooh, how come? Wow, that was. Let's see the results. I was supposed to get 106, I got 100. Whoa, come on. There were silly mistakes I was doing in some of the questions. That was funny. Wow. I was lagging behind with 6 marks. Data management theory, data management in PostgreSQL, experiential analysis, 94. I got over 101 here, 105. Come, I have to try again. Definitely trying again. Exploratory analysis in PostgreSQL, 94. Pretty close to the mark. 100, 106. Man, that's interesting. So we start one more time. Alright, so I have to take the exam one more time and try again. So that will be on the next live stream, which is day 96. So if you found value in this live stream and you also learn one or two things, try to give this video a thumbs up and support the channel by subscribing. And I'll see you on day 96, where I'm going to be taking this exam one more time and definitely acing over the average score. Bye for now. I'll see you in the next live stream.